Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about unfortunate love. Lakshmi finally wake up from, being unconscious, and she returned to the Oberoi's house. Then Rishi begins to take care of Lakshmi. Oh, that was too sweet. Let's continue from there. Rishi calls Malishka and thinks that why is she not picking his call? He thinks that if she doesn't pick the call, then he has to spend time with Lakshmi. Then Malishka will blame him and fight with him for taking care of Lakshmi. He thinks of what to do. Karishma hears him. Virendra and Ayush comes to Rishi. Virendra asks Rishi to be with Lakshmi and says that he has cancelled all the meetings for the next week. Ayush says they would undo the other meetings. They leave. Rishi calls Malishka, but Malishka is still not picking his call. Lakshmi comes to the room. Rishi makes Lakshmi sit. Later, Lakshmi comes to drink water. Rishi asks if he is invisible, and he asks Lakshmi to ask him for anything that she wants, and she should not stress herself. He gives her water. Ayush and Virendra smiles. Days are passing by, and Rishi continues to take care of Lakshmi every day. Many days later, Malishka checks her phone for Rishi's call. Kiran says you have made Rishi go far away from you and says don't make him so far that he goes to Lakshmi. Malishka says it is good. Rishi doesn't deserve me. Lakshmi gives cookie to Grandma. Grandma says I have high sugar level. Lakshmi says you can take one. Virendra and Grandma pushes Lakshmi on Rishi. Lakshmi falls on Rishi's lap. Everyone smiles. Rishi looks at Lakshmi. He realizes something and says I will come back, and he goes. Ahana and Devika ask Rishi to sit. Neelam tells everyone that tomorrow is Diwali and says she has called the decorators, so Lakshmi doesn't need to do anything. Lakshmi says I like Diwali and I want to do the arrangement. Neelam says your father will get worried for you, and she asks her to take some rest. Virendra tells Neelam that if Lakshmi is fine and she wants to do the decoration, then I don't have any problem. Neelam says okay. Rishi looks at Lakshmi. Ayush smiles. Karishma calls Kiran and asks if she has sense. Kiran asks, what did I do? Karishma says if the same thing goes on, then the same thing would happen with your daughter, which had happened with you. Karishma tells Kiran that Rishi and Malishka are not talking to each other since Kabachot Day. She says Malishka blamed herself for the snake biting Rishi. She says but there is different perspective here because everyone thinks that Rishi is saved due to Lakshmi's Kabachot fast. Karishma tells Kiran that if Malishka wants to break up with Rishi and you are also happy with it, then tell me. I won't take any stress. Kiran says Malishka loves Rishi madly and she is insecure about her place in Rishi's life. Karishma tells Kiran that she has to do something to let Malishka's fear go, else the past will repeat itself with your daughter. Kiran ends the call. Malishka hears them. Neelam asks Karishma if she has Lakshmi's aunt and uncle's number. Karishma says, why would I have their number? I don't have their number. Virendra sends Lakshmi's uncle and aunt's number to Neelam. Neelam says we should invite Lakshmi's family. Virendra says yes. Karishma says no. Grandma says yes. Ayush says it is sister-in-law's first Diwali, so we should invite her family. Neelam asks Virendra to invite them and says she wants Lakshmi's family to come here surely. Karishma comes behind Neelam and tells her that she still thinks that they should not call Lakshmi's families here. Neelam says Virendra shouted at her and she couldn't sleep all night. She says I have thought enough and I think that I would accept Lakshmi as my daughter-in-law and I would accept her family as my relative for a year. Karishma thinks that Neelam would have thought of a plan to disgrace Lakshmi and her family, but she doesn't want to tell me. Virendra calls Ranu and invites them for Diwali. Ranu says we would come. Ranu goes to check the cooker and she asks Shalu to ask them when to come. Virendra is about to fall and Ayush takes the call. Shalu says hello. Ayush says your voice is like Shalu. Shalu teases Ayush. Ayush says I would have shown you if you were not Lakshmi's sister. Shalu says you only told me that my voice is like Shalu. Ayush tells Shalu that Ranu was talking to them earlier and that is why he thought that she is the one talking. He says he was rather complaining. Shalu gets upset. Ayush teases Shalu and ends the call. Virendra is sitting holding his head. Ayush comes to Virendra. Virendra says Rishi wanted to go for some urgent work and that is why he made an excuse of headache. Rishi says I asked someone to bring the medicine. Virendra says okay. Rishi is about to go. Ayush asks Rishi to help him. Rishi, Ayush and Virendra comes to Lakshmi. They ask Lakshmi not to think that they are making her to do work. Ayush says, don't think that we are using you. We did it because we had no choice. Lakshmi asks Ayush to tell her what happened. Virendra says, what did you do when Rishi had headache? Lakshmi says, I had done some massage on his head. Rishi says, Dad has headache. Lakshmi offers to massage his head, but Virendra asks Ayush to massage his head and Rishi to massage Lakshmi's head. Lakshmi says no, but Virendra insists. Ayush asks Rishi to start massaging Lakshmi's head. Virendra asks Ayush to start his own massage as well. Rishi sits behind Lakshmi and asks how much oil to be used on your hair and says, I have no idea. I have never massaged any girl's hair before. Lakshmi tells Rishi that if he put oil, then I have to wash my hair tomorrow. Rishi says, I will just massage your hair without the oil then, and he asks Virendra if it would work. Virendra says yes. Rishi massages Lakshmi's hair. Lakshmi closes her eyes and enjoys it. Rishi looks at Lakshmi and smiles. A song plays in the background. Virendra looks at Lakshmi and Rishi. He says, Ayush has massaged my head very well and says, good night. I am feeling sleepy. Ayush also pretends to sleep and he goes. Lakshmi says father has gone and he asks Rishi not to massage her hair now. Rishi asks Lakshmi to sit and says father can come at any time and says I can do your massage even if it is not needed. Rishi asks Lakshmi if it is okay for him to continue massaging her head. Lakshmi says yes and says my father used to massage my hair just like this. Rishi says you miss your father so much. Lakshmi says even my father used to love me and care for me like you. Lakshmi tells Rishi that my father used to keep chili light on every Diwali and he used to take my help intentionally as if he cannot celebrate without me. She says he used to do this so that I can feel good. Rishi says wherever your father is, he is looking at you and even he must be wishing the same for you. Virendra and Ayush hears them standing outside the room and they are happy. The next day, Lakshmi started doing the arrangement for the Diwali. Rishi comes to Lakshmi and asks if she knows how to decorate chili light and asks her to help him. Ayush and Virendra get happy. Ayush takes out the bad side from them. Virendra says it is a blind fate. Ayush gets a call and he goes. Virendra takes out bad side from Rishi and Lakshmi and he prays for them to always stay together. Lakshmi and Rishi set the Diwali light. Lakshmi thanks Rishi. Rishi says thank you for helping me too. Lakshmi says I understood why you have done this and she goes to make Rangoli in front of the door. Karishma thinks that Lakshmi will make this luxurious house as a middle-class house and she thinks that I don't know what Neelam is thinking, but this is really bad. Rano asks Neha if she is seeing the clothes. She asks how many times do we have to go to their house. She asks if Neha hugged and kissed Ayush. Neha says, what are you saying? Rano asks Neha to trap Ayush fast and make him fall in love with her. Neha says I will do what is working in your head. She says our work will start from today and she asks Rano to do the arrangement for their wedding. Rano says the Oberoi family will do the arrangement for your wedding, just like they have done for Lakshmi and Rishi's marriage. Rishi walks towards the Rangoli and he steps on it unknowingly. Virendra scolds Rishi for ruining the Rangoli and he blames him for ruining Lakshmi's hard work. He asks Rishi to make another Rangoli with Lakshmi and he pretends to scold Lakshmi for not controlling Rishi and he asks Lakshmi to learn from Neelam on how to control her husband. Rishi asks Virendra to scold Lakshmi like he scolded him and he should stop pretending. Lakshmi says she will make another Rangoli. Virendra insists that Rishi should help Lakshmi. Rishi says I will make it. He helps Lakshmi pick all the scattered color Rangoli. Then they make another Rangoli together. Virendra and Ayush looks at Rishi and Lakshmi happily making the Rangoli together and they were happy to see them together. Lakshmi and Rishi make the Rangoli happily. Rishi signals to Lakshmi that the color is applied on her nose and he tries to clear it, but more color gets applied to Lakshmi's nose. Rishi smiles and cleans Lakshmi's nose. Lakshmi signals to Rishi if it is fine now. Rishi nods that yes. A song plays in the background. Karishma gets furious looking at them. Rishi and Lakshmi turn back to see the decoration piece falling down. Kiran comes to the Oberoi's house and sees Rishi and Lakshmi making the Rangoli together. Rishi gets tense seeing Kiran and he asks her to come inside. Kiran comes inside and tells Lakshmi that she is Malishka's mom. Lakshmi touches her feet. Kiran says bless you. Lakshmi tells Kiran that Malishka is also my friend. In fact, she is my best friend. Kiran fakes smile and goes with Karishma. Lakshmi asks why is she in tension. Rishi says don't think too much. It is okay. Karishma asks Kiran to make Malishka understand and says if Lakshmi makes place in Rishi's heart, then Malishka will lose Rishi forever. Kiran says yes, I can see it. Karishma tells Kiran that I am tired of trying to make Malishka understand. Kiran tells Karishma that Malishka is outside, but I don't know where she is. She says I am also tired of making her understand. She says I came to meet Neelam here, and I thought to discuss with you, and I see Lakshmi. Kiran tells Karishma that there's something unique and different about Lakshmi. Karishma asks her not to praise Lakshmi more and says my ears will not work. Kiran asks what to do. Karishma says make Malishka understand. Kiran says Malishka doesn't understand. Karishma says then there will be nothing left. Lakshmi talks to the servant and compliments him for the decoration. She then says you are cute. Lakshmi says Rishi worried and she asks what are you thinking about? Rishi says I am thinking about the deal that I have with my client and I don't know what to do. Lakshmi asks Rishi to leave everything on God and says if you get tensed, then you will get more tensed, and she asks him to be near the light for the happiness. Rishi says I'm feeling better now. Lakshmi asks if Rishi is not thinking about the deal anymore. Rishi says yes. Kiran comes there and tells Lakshmi and Rishi that Malishka was right about you both. You both are a good pair. Neelam comes there and greets Kiran. Kiran says she came early to get Neelam's attention. Neelam asks who made this nice Rangoli, and she asks Lakshmi if she made it. Lakshmi knows that yes. Neelam introduced Lakshmi to Kiran and she praises Lakshmi and says that she has done all the decorations and the arrangement. Kiran remembered what Karishma told her about how everyone is praising Lakshmi in the house, and very soon Lakshmi will become everyone's favorite in the house and Malishka would have no place even in Rishi's life. Kiran sees Karishma going, so she tells Neelam that she will leave now. Neelam asks Kiran not to come late in the evening and Kiran leaves. Neelam tells Lakshmi and Rishi that she will check if the priest is here and she leaves. Lakshmi collides with someone and she falls on Rishi. She says she is saved. Rishi says I saved you, and the servant laughs, seeing them so close together. Rishi asks the servant that why is he laughing. He says this is common between married couple, so I am not doing anything wrong if I get close to my wife. Lakshmi gets shy and she asks him to take his clothes from the side table in the room. Rishi is going and he smiles and he looks at Lakshmi as he is going to the room. Lakshmi also looks at Rishi and she smiles. Then a song plays in the background. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, share it, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.